So this is by far one of the most popular questions I've seen gun owners who live in the state of California get, and it's why not just leave? There's so many free states like Montana, Texas, Florida, Arizona, our neighbors in Nevada, the list goes on. Pretty much any free state that protects and sees the Second Amendment as our God-given or natural human right that we have to keep the tools necessary in order to protect ourselves, which shouldn't in any way be restricted or treated as some privilege like in certain states, California for example. I mean, I have multiple shorts going over California and its ridiculous laws when it comes to firearm ownership. You got things like the 10-day waiting periods, handgun rosters, the assault weapons ban, which is the main reason you see Frankenstein rifles like this in the state of California.
What the hell is even that?
And look, anybody that isn't low IQ or has blue hair should be able to understand and see clearly that all these laws, let's be real and call it for what it is, are bullshit. Or my apology, an infringement on our Second Amendment rights. They don't help to stop criminals, because if they really did what they're supposed to, then why do we have criminals cruising around with automatic handguns with an extendo, which I'm guessing they didn't fill out the proper paperwork or pay their $200 tax stamp, or maybe do they have the permit to carry that? So how are they magically getting away with this? Why doesn't the law stop them? Well, what is the definition of a criminal? Someone who breaks the law. So when the law says no extendos, no Dracos, guess what criminals say?
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Okay, so then why do we put up with this and choose to stay in a state that doesn't seem to care or do anything towards protecting our Second Amendment rights in order to defend ourselves from these criminals? Family is a huge part of it. Understand that most of us have either been raised or born here and have spent a good majority of that time under a roof of some sort of family unit or in school, creating bonds with classmates that over the years become these strong friendships that feel like a second family in a way, that you can trust and count on for whatever you need help with. They show up.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Whose car are we gonna take?
And look, I'm not saying you can't meet or make new friends in other states, because you most definitely can, but understand that it is way difficult now, especially the older you get, if you're not religious or have some sort of hobby where you can meet like-minded people and build these brotherhoods with people that you can trust, that will have your back.
We're surrounded. Engage!
And on the topic of getting older, you start to realize how important it is to be there for birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, especially as you realize your parents are not getting any younger, and it becomes one of those hard pills to swallow, knowing that the people that raised you and loved you unconditionally will one day be passing away as they continue to get older, and remembering not to act selfish by always trying to chase money and focusing on your future. And look, I understand we all need money, especially in today's economy. And look, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be focusing on your future, absolutely not. Because say you do the right things, you can literally set yourself up financially, which in the end will allow you to do the things like spend more time with family and the people you love. And a lot of us have achieved or accomplished our goals and dreams without sacrifice being hundreds or 1,000 miles away from home or our families, which brings me to my next reason why some people choose to stay. And it's because some of us have our businesses or jobs that we run or work that requires us to be here, whether that's because of the clientele we built over the years or because of the unique resources or opportunities we've been offered in certain jobs here. And look, we're talking about good money because, as some of you know, living in California is not cheap, and it doesn't matter how much you love the weather if you can't afford to live here.
California has the best weather in the country.
And this is the kitchen. Okay, I like this unit. How much did you say rent was? This unit is $5,000. Oh no, I'm renting, not buying. I know, $5,000 for rent, not including utilities. Does it come with a family or?
And finally, I've saved the most important reason for last, and it's hope. We are currently and have been fighting to get back our Second Amendment rights. We have amazing YouTubers who are out here spreading the word and fighting the good fight, along with organizations that, if you live in California, should support, like California Rifle Pistol Association, Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, that are out here fighting to restore our rights back. And look, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being honest, I don't know where I stand on this, because I would love to believe that one day California could be restored back to how it was once. Because, as some of you may know, California wasn't always like this. I mean, at one point, we had things like open carry. There was no handgun roster. We actually had rifles that weren't neutered and came with, 30-round magazines, which right now, everything I mentioned is either in place or currently illegal to purchase in the state of California unless they've been grandfathered in. So yeah, some, which I would probably include myself, are holding on to this thing we call hope, which others can call a fairy tale or fantasy, which who knows. I'm trying my best to be optimistic here, but I guess only time would truly tell. Okay, and for those who are interested in why I personally don't move or haven't moved yet to a more free state where I could be more freely to exercise my Second Amendment rights, a lot of it, yeah, has to do with the things mentioned in today's video, like the perks of being close to family and friends. But I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that another huge part of it has to do with the incredible blessing the owner of the land has given me and my family. Because yeah, for those wondering or asking, no, we don't own the land, we just live here. But the owner of the land has been kind enough to let us freely train on his land whenever and however long we want, which of course is a huge blessing when you realize that not everyone's going to be able to do or train the way that I do, whether that's doing these running gun drills or recreating real life scenarios like dining in and a shooter walks in. Or you're picking an Amazon package and then someone tries to attack you. Or you're cleaning your car and then someone tries to rob you. All these amazing drills that I've been fortunate enough to do is all because of the opportunity we have here living on this land. Heck, I mean, even the channel may be the reason why it's doing so good, because I guarantee you, many of you would have probably not paid much attention if it was just me talking in my room. Let's keep it a buck. Or at least I believe so, because who knows, right? Maybe you guys can comment down below and let me know if your view on the channel would have been different if I wasn't in the woods and instead was yapping in my room. But yeah, guys, I hope that cleared the question to why some gun owners that live in the state of California don't leave and why I personally haven't left yet. And I say haven't left yet because as much as I talk about how ridiculous the laws relating to our 2A rights are here, I know some of you guys are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but believe it or not, I actually don't mind living in California.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, if God willing, I ever make enough money to be able to afford land here, where I could set up a farm and a shooting range of my own, I wouldn't mind raising a family here. And just so you can have some context to what I mean by here, like the city I live in, pretty much you have to drive everywhere. The schools, for example, that I went to, middle school and high school, they are surrounded by nothing but fields. And look, as a kid, I hated that. But now as an adult, I'm like, yes, this is great. This is where I would want to raise a family, away from all the degeneracy going around in big cities like LA, San Francisco, and San Diego. And I probably missed some couple, but you get the point. But obviously, as you know, California is expensive as shit, especially if you're trying to get land here. So we'll just have to see if either I hit the lotto or Mr. Beast lends me a couple $100 million.
Then you've just won $1 million.
Also, yes, I have been warned that someone is going around commenting and or emailing people that they've won some sort of giveaway and asking for their personal information. Guys, that is not me. If anything, I'm doing another giveaway at 200k subscribers and it will be posted here on my channel or on my Instagram, nowhere else. So again, guys, thank you for all the support. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. It really does help out the channel. Also, if you want to get in contact with me, you can shoot me a DM on my Instagram at ShyTheWicked. I know I keep promoting it, but it is truly one of the best ways to reach me. Besides that, make sure to have a good weekend. Stay safe, guys, and God bless.